All right, let's move up to the 3v6 game.
Yep.
New York City versus Miami. We've talked about it a little bit. New York City are just simply not the same team as they were with Tati and with Ronnie Dyla. In their last 13 games, 7 losses and 2 draws. The only wins that they have were against Chicago, Red Bull, Orlando, and Atlanta. But they are on a 3-game win streak right now. Because they are so comfortable playing at Red Bull Arena now, I don't know if we can call this really an away day for them. But yeah, right about that time they were. When did Tati get sold?
It was mid-year. I don't remember exactly when, but
Give me 1 second here. It
just
was
as Spain was
July
starting to
25th.
yeah.
Okay, so July 25th shows to me. Since July 25th, they've won 4 games.
Do you know how out of how many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yeah, not strong, not the strongest.
Right. They are on a bit of a run right now, but I think I'm about to do something crazy here. I'm going to do it.
Whoa, wacky. He
You
doesn't
look
want
at it.
Gonzalo Higuain to retire just yet.
I say you look at an Inter Miami team that is, they lost their last game against Montreal, sure, but 4 wins in the last 5 games, 7 wins in their last 9, or 10 rather, excuse me, against New York City, Toronto, uh, the Crew, DC United, Toronto. So they've beaten Orlando. They've beaten lesser teams. I think what's going to happen, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think Miami takes New York City to penalties and beats them.
Wow.
Yep.
2 penalties.
Yep.
All right. Well, listen, anything can happen. It could be wacky out here, so can't say that you're necessarily wrong, but I'm gonna disagree with you on this one. I got NYC going through. I think I completely agree with you. This is not the same team that we saw last year in the playoffs. No Tati, no Ronnie. It's just they're not as strong as they were. But I still think majority of the guys on this team know how to get it done in the playoffs now. They just came off winning a championship in a year where it was the one game playoff. So they know how to handle the pressure. I think that experience versus an inexperienced Inter Miami playoff team is what's going to make the difference and see them go through Miami. So I've got them advancing.
I think Miami are kind of just riding this high of getting on that hot streak, right? Right before you got in, right? They won 4 of their last 5. And again, it wasn't against the strongest of opponents, but they walked into Orlando and absolutely thumped them. Again, those are all teams that were right around them. And New York City's just a bit above that, but they aren't the same team that they were. If you look at their form, right? New York City's form over the last. Ooh, hold on. Sorry, I've been around cats too much. Their form over their last 6 games. Yeah, they won their last 3, but they weren't blowouts. Miami is putting the ball in the back of the net. They went on a run in 11 games where they had 1 win. And yeah, they're on a bit of a high right now, but yeah. I am going to say that Inter Miami pulled this one out. I think they've got the players to do it. They've got the experience of Gonzalo Higuain playing in big games and learning what to do. Don't mention that thing with Messi. because that definitely goes against my argument. You talk about how New York City have all this experience, right? You've got three center backs, and one of them is hasn't played in a while in Maxime Chanot. Your left back, Malte Odmanson, is good. Tavon Gray or Anton Tinnerholm, one of the two. I think Tavon Gray came off really early in their game yesterday, so he might have an injury. Keaton Parks is back. Alfredo Morales is okay. Acevedo's okay. Santi Rodriguez is good. Max Morales is fantastic. Tyus Magno, as they get forward, they get dangerous. But that back line, Sean Johnson's going to have to keep a minute. I think Gonzalo Higuain and company can handle that.
Fair enough. To each their own.